My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Shaktidarshana. Today, we are taking up the topic of awakening the heart. Shakti is awakening of energy. Intellectual energy is called Pradna, heart energy is called Prema, and physical energy is called Prana. Pradna, Prema, Prana. Today, we are taking up the topic of awakening the heart center. Awakening the heart energy. Okay. It's called bhakti or devotion. Let us offer our pranams to Guru Parampara. Om Chaitanyam Shashwatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Bindunad Kalatitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. This is the 8th session of Shaktidarshana. In this session, we'll take up the topic of upasana or meditation. The 8th session is focusing on meditation, upasana. The 3 series of lectures or classes, workshops covered different aspects of the inner self. The first series is called Atma Darshana. Last week we completed Atma Darshana. Is inquiry into who am I. Shakti Darshana is inquiry into what am I. Satya Darshana is to live in the light or light of awareness. Where am I? Today is the session called Shakti Darshana or awakening the energy. So what energy we are speaking of? Today is a session related to awakening of the heart center. It's called bhakti, devotion. There is a supreme principle I, Paramatma, who manifests as I am, which we call God Self or Ishvara, God Self, Ishvara, manifesting in our life at 3 centers, Pradna, Prema, and Prana. Pradna is awareness, consciousness. Prema is love in the heart, and Prana is the energy in the body. So these 3 centers. This being a Shakti Darshana class, we are considering the awakening of the heart center. The awakening of heart center is called upasana in Vedanta. Awakening the wisdom center is called Jnana Yoga or Nididhyasa. Upasana and Nididhyasa. Awakening the energy center is called Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga, Upasana, and Jnana. So these are the 3 ways. Today the focus is Upasana. So let me tell a story. Swami Vivekananda went to a king's place. The king was Western educated. He had heard of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa worshipping Mother Kali. He says, these are all old fashioned. How can you worship an idol? Okay. So then Vivekananda looks at a photo which is there in the palace. The photo is the mother of king. So he asks the minister, take that photo and spit on that photo. The minister is trembling. How can I do that? The king is angry. How can you spit on my mother's photo? So Vivekananda asks him, is it your mother? The photo is your mother? No. Then why are you worried? No, the photo is reminding me my mother. That's why I respect. So similarly, all upasana, what is done in the society, India today, India or anywhere, is reminder of the divine through a form or a name. Okay. So many people think that it's a lower level practice. It is not. So there are many people who believe that Hindus are idol worshippers. To the extent they go and destroy the idols also. So people don't understand the difference between idol worship, ideal worship, and deity worship. Why do you worship anything in life? You respect and honor something which uplifts you, elevates you, inspires you. That we call as worship. Okay. Putting flower, putting lighting a lamp, and all those things are way of worshiping. That itself is not worship. Somebody is putting a lot of flowers and chanting mantra. Don't think that he has a great devotee. The worship or bhakti is inner attitude, inner feeling, expressed in the outer way. So today we are taking the upasana. The upasana comes from the word upadi. Upadi means conditioning, conditioned reality. So with the conditioned reality, you are pointing to unconditioned reality or supreme reality. That is called upasana. In we go through a process of neti, not this, not this, not this. It's a negation of conditioning. In upasana, you use the same conditioning to point out to reality. The same conditioning is used, not negating something. Understand? Negation, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, is negation. On the other hand, body is the self, mind is the self, intellect is the self, iti is upasana. But self is not the body, self is not the mind, self is not the intellect. The other way. Water appears as wave, bubble, and foam. Foam is water, wave is water, and ocean is water. This is called iti. Upasana is iti. You are using whatever conditions are there, you will use it. Jnana is neti. Not this. Water is not foam, water is not wave, water is not bubble. So you have to understand, both are same, pointing to same reality in different way. That's why do not be berate or feel bad, feel some bhakta or is lower level than a jnani. It's not. So bhakta uses all conditioning to find the reality. A jnani removes all conditioning to find the reality. Upasana means iti. All things are there. God is there in that. Okay. So there are many people who use a sentence in Upanishad. Na tasya pratima asti. Na tasya pratima asti. In Rigveda, Shukla Yajurveda. There is, people say there is no pratima or image of God is not possible. Okay. This is the main criticism used by other religions to point out faults in our way of understanding life. Na tasya pratima asti. Okay. So this is because And we also because Western educated, we start understanding our life through eyes of the Westerners. So Pratima has many meanings. Okay. Pratima means there's nothing in the world which is exactly like Brahman. There's nothing in the world exactly like Brahman. That's called Pratima. Not that there's no image of Brahman. That's why people came and destroyed our temple, saying that you are worshipping image of God. They don't understand the concept behind Sanatana Dharma processes, systems. We are not worshipping image of God. Natasya pratima asti means there's nobody exactly like him. The meaning of this we'll understand it slowly. So it is that said that gopis got together on a Gauri Puja day. The young gopis. They prayed to Divine Mother, bless us and husband like Krishna. There's nobody who is like Krishna. Only Krishna can be the husband then. Understand? There's nobody like Vishnu. In reality, there's nobody like you. There is no copy for possible anything for anybody. There's nobody like you in 8 billion population. You are unique. Then how can be somebody like Brahman anywhere? That's the meaning of Pratika. Universe, everything is unique. Your two fingerprints are unique. Two leaves in the universe are unique. There are no two leaves which have identical vein shape. Everything being unique in the universe. There's no other possible for me. How can be anything like Brahman anywhere? He is unique and supreme. That's the meaning of that. It doesn't mean that there's no image for Brahman. Pratika, we are taking the word called image. But image you have to take in another way that I'll explain to you what is the meaning of image. So this is an argument very strong, very constantly being used against Sanatana Dharma. You are idol worshippers. We are not idol worshippers. Okay. What are we? Somebody is pointing a finger at the moon. Do not catch hold of the finger and say it's moon. Moon is where it's being pointed out. Guru is walking with the disciple. Shishya asks, what is Brahman? I heard so many, Satchidananda Swarupa and all. Guru says, look at that moon. The dog which is walking with the Guru looks at the finger of the Guru because it doesn't understand what is the word moon. Shishya understands what is moon and looks at the moon. So you have to understand the teaching to look at the reality rather than the fingers pointing. Don't get hung up with words. Find the direction to find the reality. Dog cannot understand the meaning of the word moon, so it's looking at the finger. So the most of the people who don't understand the process of Sanatana Dharma, they are looking at the finger, not at what is being pointed by the finger. So entire teaching of Sanatana is look at the finger, look at what is being pointed by the finger. Everything is pointed to the Brahman in the universe. There's nothing which is not a pointer to Brahman in the universe. So Upasana we can understand through a national flag. National flag we respect, we honor. In fact, people die for the national flag. People fight for the national flag. Okay. Why? National flag is used as a pratika or pratima. Pratika or pratima for the nation. A country of 1 billion plus people, culture, heritage, the technology achievements, everything is represented through a piece of cloth, which you can get for 100 rupees. So what is the flag doing? The flag is representing India, but flag is not India. With the flag, we are offering respect to the country, any country for that matter. Citizens offer respect to the country with the flag as a pratika, a symbol. So, does the flag contain industries of India? Does the flag contain people of India? No. Flag is actually pointing to the country, culture, heritage, and living country like India. Right? So, all upasanas done in temple, at home, everything is a pointer to the reality. Do not catch hold of finger which is pointing to the reality. Look at the reality. That's why pratika upasana or pratima upasana is a valid means. Because human mind cannot comprehend. If the moment you say Bharata, we cannot comprehend the diversity, the people, the culture, the technology, history of India. We need a quicker way of pointing out that. That's called flag. So now, again, our mind works in duality. Okay. So there's reality, which is unconditioned, formless. So the flag is just a pointer. Okay. So flag is not reality. That's how we'll come to conclusion. But reality, unmanifest reality and manifest reality is related as water, wave, and ocean. The water only is appearing as wave and ocean. The Brahman only is appearing as a photo or a vigraha. Appearing as. Brahman is not photo, Brahman is not a vigraha. But vigraha is Brahman, photo is Brahman. See, this bidirectional logic is not, this logic, if you don't understand, will not be able to understand reality. Krishna's idol in the temple is Krishna. But Krishna is not the idol. That's the other way. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara. Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Maheshwara. But Brahman is not Guru, Vishnu, or Maheshwara. Brahman is beyond all this. So please understand, Upasana is a process of going iti, iti, iti. Why it's important? Because our mind starts thinking, oh, it's all formless reality. What are you thinking of form? Form is just mithya. That's not there. Or form only is reality. Form is reality, but reality is not form. This you don't understand. Oh, Jagat is mithya. Brahma Satya. Jagat is mithya. Nothing is there in the world. Or Jagat is Brahman, yeah. Brahman is not Jagat, but Jagat is Brahman. No. If you don't understand the Vedantic teaching, you'll go into a false logic. So Jagat is mithya. Then you start neglecting everything in the world. Okay, don't care. Okay, that's not true. Jagat, world is Brahman. But Brahman is not the world. Infinite is never finite, but finite is always infinite. The finite name and form is just our mental conception. Reality, when you look at the form, we are looking at the totality itself. Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you touched God, sir? God. Have you given a shake hand to God? Yes or no? Don't give half answers.
Yes. From the angle of form. Yes.
Don't give angle and all. I want a yes or no.
Okay, yes.
No politically correct answer.
Yes.
He has given shake hand to God. Have you done? See, this is where our problem is. Because we have a concept of God. Anything you touch, you're touching God. Because God is all pervading. A child comes and says, uncle, 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 it will say like this. Okay? No, this is my hand. I am not uncle. You can't say. Hey, uncle means my hand is touching. I am uncle only is touching. Anything you touch, anything you see in the world, anything you feel is nothing but God only. Because of your wrong concepts, you'll miss the God everywhere. Everything is God because God is all pervading. That's why Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam. Iti, you have to find God. Neti, you have to find God. Both. But both are not opposite of each other. This is our famous scientist called Einstein. He writes an equation called E is equal to mc square. Means mass can be converted into energy. So with that, a lot of energy is released from nuclear explosion, nuclear bomb. A small piece of one or two atoms can, if you explode, a lot of energy will be released. Now, everybody will be fooled to say E is equal to mc square, the energy is there in that. E is mc square is a formula representing the reaction, representing the reality. Okay. By putting a photo of E is equal to mc square, you will never be able to make a nuclear bomb. You have to use E equal to mc square to realize the capability of nuclear bomb. E is equal to mc square is given as a pointer to realize something. Right? So scientists give a formula to the reality, whereas Rishis give a form to the reality. Rishis are also scientists. Rishis also give something to the form to the reality. The formless reality or all pervading reality, a form is given by Rishis. Rishis are spiritual scientists. These are physical scientists. Physical scientists are giving a formula and spiritual scientists are giving a form. Both are trying to point to a reality. Huh? I'll tell you, right? So, the form which is given by Rishi is called Vigraha in Sanskrit. Vigraha. Vigraha of Rama, Vigraha of Krishna, right? Vigraha means Vishishta Grahana. It helps us to understand, Grahana means grasp. Grasp the reality in a very specific way. So, Dharma is a concept. Dharma is a big, very vague concept. But Dharma concept is told us through the reality, Vigraha of Rama. Ramo, Vigraha, Dharma. Just like E is equal to mc square is telling us the energy, Rama as the Vigraha, Rama as consciousness, telling us the infinite potential of human beings, Dharma. Form is given by physical scientists, formula is given by physical scientists, form is given by Rishis. Both the purpose is to point to reality. Why the difference is, E is equal to mc square is giving a reality, the material reality, energy. Whereas form is given to understand consciousness reality. This is our own nature. So the formula helps us to open up the power. The form helps us to open up the divine potential in us. The difference between form and formula is clear. Both are scientists. Okay. But what we do definitely, in case of scientists, we don't put a E equal to mc square photo or Einstein's photo and don't do puja. Okay, because we know Einstein is pointing to reality, I have to use the reality. Whereas with Vigraha, we do puja. Okay, nothing wrong in that. Puja means respecting, worshipping. But limiting to puja is a problem. You have to go beyond the puja. You have to go into the reality beyond the puja. Then many people confuse deity worship with the idol worship. We go and prostrate in front of a deity, Sri Ramachandra in Ayodhya. Namaskar. But we don't do prostrate a deity which is kept in the museum, a idol which is kept in the museum. What is the difference? So, idol is any form which is available. But deity is a specialized form where divine consciousness is invoked as prana, the life force. With the specialized Vedic processes, the mantras, the consciousness is invoked into the deity in the form of Vigraha. Vigraha is not idol. Vigraha is conscious being. A subtle body is created for the Vigraha. The stone, human beings have consciousness, but stone cannot have consciousness. Or stone has consciousness, but manifestation is not possible. For manifestation of consciousness, subtle body is required. With specialized Vedic knowledge, subtle body is created for a deity. And consciousness of the deity is invoked into the Vigraha. So that we worship. That's why we do not worship idol. We worship the deity. The deity is manifest as a consciousness in that idol. That we worship. So people confuse idol worship as deity worship. And also we confuse idol worship with the ideal worship. The deity represents an ideal. Rama represents an ideal called dharma. That is being offered respect. It's not the statue which is being offered respect. The consciousness in that, the ideal of dharma which is there in that is being offered respect. Other people think, oh, these people are very primitive people. They'll worship this statue. Tomorrow they'll worship in some stone on the street. It's much more than that.